You know, I remember the first time I heard my daughter say BB-8, it was in an Apple store, and she was looking at that toy built by Sphero. Well, those guys are back at it, and we're taking a look at the Sphero Spider-Man, you know, around 150 bucks or more. Cute little guy.
It is. It's really merging toys and technology. You know, the kids these days, they're just so lucky. You know, I just had like a wooden train set that my dad made, and that was about it. But there's a lot of tech going on, and it also works with your smartphones.
Well, what I really like about Sphero is that they're designing toys that are almost like educational in terms of their interactivity with kids. So they're really taking advantage of that technology connection to a toy. Here we've got a little Spider-Man. He sits about, I don't know, about 6 inches tall, obviously an enlarged head because he's got a screen behind his eyes. Not exactly a robot, but certainly a smart little guy. You pair him with an app on either an iPhone or an Android phone. You can see we have it here. And then you can start to do stuff. And what I thought was really cool, we'll just play a little bit here from one.
I'm gonna take you behind the curtain, web. I know I must look pretty cool when I'm swinging around buildings and doing sweet dives and somersaults through windows and stuff. Wait, you do think I'm cool, right?
It's kind of got a little bit of attitude.
Yeah, it's a little bit, well, you know, Spider-Man, he's always cheeky like that. But the idea being is that he tells stories. You know, the kids will play with this. Oh, sorry.
It interrupts you too.
Yeah, and he's asking for a response in that case. And that's really what I found interesting. Yeah. You can play games with the little guy. He'll make you run across the room and interact with his body. He'll talk to you. He'll ask questions. You'll go on adventures together, and he expects you to participate. So the idea is you pick him up off the little charging station that he would sit on and take him around the house and actually play with it. So it's built fairly ruggedly. If I feel him here, he's quite rubberish and tough. So you can drop this guy. The whole idea here is that you interact with the toy, the game, and the app.
And another great thing that I like about this is, like, you know, typically toys that just come pre-built with some information inside of it. This one, the content. He just keeps interrupting me. No, what I like about the Spider-Man is the content get update regularly over Wi-Fi. So even if your kid is playing this day in, day out, it's still going to feel fresh because you can just keep updating it with new content.
So from the app on the main screen here, there's several things I can do. We can team up, we can hang out, or we can fight villains. And in each of those different sections or chapters, I guess, of the application, there's a number of different things you can do.
And typically you're going to get about 2 hours of play. Like AJ mentioned, it comes with this charging station where you just have to have it sit right on top. And then in the other end, plugs in via USB. And it does interact with speech recognition, so it can understand what you're saying. And that's why it's kind of like a child's little friend.
Yeah.
Right? It's a toy and a friend at the same time.
Yeah, it'll ask you questions and you can either get them right or get them wrong. So there really is a sense of that interactive.
So if your child is a big fan of the Spider-Man franchise, you gotta check this out. It's from our folks over at Sphero. This is a Sphero Spider-Man. Maybe one day. I don't think Spider-Man can fly.
Well, no, those are webs.
Yeah.
Those are web effects.
Oh, okay.